Today I'll be showing you how to outline something in Photoshop. So let's start off with something simple. Let's just outline some text. I'll be going to image outlining in a second, but let's just start off with text because I think most people are going to use this effect on text. It isn't anything hard, something extremely difficult to master. Let's just write down something funny, Among Us. I'm going to change the text color a little bit so the outline is actually visible. Let's change it to like red because of the red imposter. So we have a text file which says Among Us. I'm gonna just line it up over here. So now what we do, once we have our text layer, we just go into our layers. We see the Among Us layer over here. Right click and go into blending options. Left click. You might have less styles over here because I have multiple styles because I have no idea why I have this many styles. I'm just really a disorganized person. But anyways, we have our stroke. Yeah. So basically all I do is click stroke and this outline appears. And obviously by default, more than likely you won't have any of these strokes over here. Why is it called stroke? Just call it an outline Photoshop, like for real. Once you have the layer style window open, go into effects at the left bottom corner. Left click, stroke equals outline, left click on stroke, and this is our layer. This is the one we created just right now. And the thing you want to do, make sure it's ticked off and adjust the size. Make it a little bit bigger or a little bit smaller. Obviously this outline is a little bit different because this is an inside outline. If you want the outline to be outside the image or the text layer, change the position into outside. So now increase the size and there we go. Adjust it to however you want it to be. So we have this very beautiful man over here and we do the same thing. Right click on the layer, go into blending options. We already have our strokes here. Select the stroke you just made and there we go. We can outline an image as well. Something I also do when I outline, I create another effect called a drop shadow, which just creates a little bit of a blur around your outline. In my opinion, it looks very good. I'm just going to adjust the size a little bit. We see a little bit of glow coming off our character. Adjust the spread just a little bit and there we go. What a sexy man. There's another way of doing this effect as well, which isn't really as efficient. So the thing you want to do, select your layer and click on this picture over here, right click, and select pixels. Once you have the pixels selected, go into select, modify, expand. Let's just say expand by 10 pixels, so this layer gets a little bit bigger. And now, something you want to do, select the file underneath, click this plus icon to create another layer underneath this one, and just paint it in, whichever color you want to use. As I said, this isn't necessarily efficient, but it works. Of course, we end up with something like this. As I said, this isn't necessarily the most efficient thing to do. Also, something you can do, go into filter, let's just say we choose blur gallery, field blur, make this a little bit blurry, so we end up with something like this. It's not necessarily the best looking thing, but it works. This is it for this tutorial. I hope you guys enjoyed and you know how to outline things now. Have a nice day. Sayonara.